Here's the ultimate guide to lis pendens surety bond and release of lis pendens bond. Before anything else, let's define the word lis pendens. Lis pendens means pending lawsuit in Latin. A lis pendens is an official constructive notice or warning to the public, especially prospective home buyers and lenders, that the ownership of a property is involved in a legal dispute where there is pending litigation. The two bonds explained in brief. A lis pendens surety bond is secured by a plaintiff who seeks to prevent the sale or loan of the property by the defendant. It also ensures that the plaintiff is filing the lis pendens in good faith and not under any false claims. To counter a lis pendens, a release of lis pendens can be filed by the defendant. It provides recourse for defendants pursuing to sell a property and ensures to cover the cost of the lis pendens to release the property back to the defendant. What is needed to get a lis pendens, release of lis pendens bond? The following are generally needed to get started. 1. Copy of complaint. 2. Copy of court order approving the bond. 3. Completed application. 4. Financial statements are required if you are attempting to obtain this bond without collateral. How much does the bond cost? The bond amount varies by state and will be determined by state statutes. Generally speaking, for most court bonds, the premium is ordinarily pegged at 1% of the bond total with collateral or 2% without collateral. The minimum premium is $650. Is collateral needed for this bond? Both bonds will typically require full collateral with a wire transfer of funds to our collateral account or an irrevocable letter of credit from a bank. In order to approve the bond without collateral, a client will typically have to show that he/she can easily and be capable of paying the bond amount in the event they do not prevail in the lawsuit. Lis pendens bond is used by plaintiffs to block a defendant's sale of a property, and in doing so guarantees that they have filed the bond in earnest and not under pretenses. When this plaintiff lis pendens bond is filed, an individual or entity can protect its claim to the title pending the lawsuit outcome. It can only be filed when a claim is specifically related to the property. Here is a sample scenario for a lis pendens bond. Buyer A and seller enter a contract for the sale of the property. However, the seller wishes to sell the home to buyer B. Buyer A can sue the seller and file a lis pendens to block the sale of the house. Let's say that buyer B proceeds to buy the house. However, the court determines buyer A to be entitled to enforce the sale. Buyer B will lose the home to buyer A, and the seller must reimburse payment to buyer B. Release of lis pendens bond, on the other hand, is a defendant's bond used to negate or cancel a plaintiff's lis pendens claim. It gives defendants the opportunity of clearing the lis pendens notice and getting that property back on the market. Need more information about lis pendens or release of lis pendens bonds? Call our surety experts today at 800-333-7800. You can also visit our website at www.suretybondauthority.com and get your free quote today.